My name is Ansel Beluso. I am an ex-gay, which means I used to live a very active gay lifestyle, but has since chosen the path of change and renewal. I am happily and blissfully married to my wife Joyce for 18 years now. We have 3 children, Noel, Gian, and Jaben. I have actually listed more than a dozen reasons why the entire Filipino nation should totally and unequivocally reject the SOGIE bill. Madam Chair, I humbly and most respectfully submit that because of its official invention of special LGBTQI+ rights, the SOGIE bill, when enacted into law, shall forcibly engender and perpetuate a culture of lies, deceit, deception, and duplicity into the life of our country and people. If I may, Madam Chair, I'd like to mention only 4 of these lies. First lie, genitals do not determine sex and gender. Wrong. Truth is, genitals do determine sex and gender. Basic biology tells us that in humans, biological sex and gender is determined by 5 factors present at birth: the presence or absence of a Y chromosome, the type of gonads, the sex hormones, the internal genitalia, such as the uterus in females, and the external genitalia. Nowhere in any scientific journal or biology textbook can we find it said that sex and gender can be determined otherwise. As was mentioned already earlier, findings of a landmark study done by a group of geneticists at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard and the University of Helsinki, released only last month, which examined the genomes of almost 500,000 people, indicate that there is no such thing as a gay gene. If you have a penis, you are male, a boy, a man. If you have a vagina, you are female, a girl, a woman. And transsexuals, if they submit to a DNA test, trans women are still men according to their DNA. Second lie, if a person has a homosexual orientation, the path to fullness of life is to embrace and live it out. Wrong. Truth is, there is such a thing as gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria is the distress a person feels due to a mismatch between their gender identity and their sex assigned at birth. The American Psychiatric Association states that gender dysphoria is a mental disorder. It further states that treatment for gender dysphoria may involve supporting the person through changes in gender expression. Treatment may also include counseling or psychotherapy. In other words, the real path to fullness of life for persons with gender dysphoria, such as the transgenders, is treatment or therapeutic intervention, not genital mutilation or hormone therapy. Third lie, Madam Chair, change is impossible for persons with same-sex attraction. Wrong. Truth is, gays can change, and we do change. According to Dr. Lisa Diamond, a top researcher of the American Psychological Association and avowed lesbian activist, sexuality desire is fluid. Homosexual desire is not hardwired. That born that way and can't change is a myth. Feelings don't overrule volition. Behavior is a choice. One does not need to act on every feeling, especially sexual feelings. The born that way argument is political, not scientific. sexual orientation is subject to change. Fourth lie, it is for the welfare of children with evident homosexual orientation that they be made to learn about the LGBTQI+ ideology and guided to embrace the gay lifestyle even at a young age. Wrong. Truth is, according to the document updated in September 2017 by Drs. Michelle Cretella and Quentin Van Meter, President and Vice President respectively of the American College of Pediatricians, as well as Dr. Paul McHugh, Distinguished Service Professor of Psychiatry at Johns Hopkins Medical School, raising children in an environment that espouses, promotes, propagates, and institutionalizes the so-called gender ideology actually harms them. It also says conditioning children chemical and surgical impersonation of the opposite sex is normal and healthful is child abuse. The statement further states endorsing gender discordance as normal via public education and legal policies is injurious to children. In closing, may I humbly suggest that the so-called LGBTQI+ ideology that the SOGIE bill espouses and promotes is not a part of Filipino culture. One very simple proof, there is no Tagalog word for bisexual or transgender or queer or intersex and all the other terms used by the LGBTQI, J, KLMNOP or whatever other letters that the activists are using. This is alien to us as Filipinos. And I would like to echo the message of Pope Francis in the meeting of families during his visit to our country in 2015. He said, resist ideological colonization that tries to destroy the family. Madam Chair, thank you very much and may God bless and have mercy on us all.